How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Day Dave, and this is episode 11 of a Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 22 on the mod map Maypole Farm. And we last left off, we ended up buying a whole bunch of new equipment, some land, and just went on an absolute tear. You can see some of the new equipment right here in front of me. The new T-Series Valtra right there in front of me. Oh, it's a beaut. It is an absolute beaut. We also bought the Pottinger Nova Cat front and rear deck mowers because we were using that John Deere Batwing mower for a very long time, and we decided to get an upgrade. It's wider, it also swaths. It's really nice. It's really nice. And we bought the forestry area down in the southwest of the, well, it's technically just south of the main farm. So it's one of those, like, we were just on an absolute tear on the last episode. What do we got going on here today? Well, first things first, that trailer needs to be addressed. So I have been having problems with this trailer for a very long time. I cannot get this trailer to work in all scenarios. Don't get me wrong, I love this trailer. This thing is amazing. It is the Swiss Army knife of trailers. You can have it as a tipper trailer. You can have it as a flat deck trailer, a autoloads trailer, a liquids tanker, a slurry spreader, a fertilizer spreader, and lime spreader. I mean, this thing is just, it's amazing. It is a great bit of equipment. The problem is that it doesn't always work when you're using it as a tipper. And that's the vast majority of the function that I'm going to be using it for. So I've got to get rid of it. I can't do anything with it in this state. So I'm going to have to go back to what I was doing before, which is having a bunch of different equipment, kind of doing their own separate jobs and all that, to where I was trying to get away with just using this. I'm not going to be able to do that anymore. It's just not working out. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and sell this off. I already repaired and repainted it. Going to get back about 13 grand, which is really low in comparison to all the parts and stuff that we purchased up until this point, because we bought all the individual components that made the trailer into the Swiss Army knife kind of thing. And all that stuff costed extra money, and we didn't make anywhere near what we put into it, which is really sad. But I'm going to go ahead and purchase a new liquids tanker, so that way I can go over to the biogas plant and sell off some methane. That way I have a little bit of extra money, kind of as a buffer for buying the trailer that I plan on getting. So let's go ahead and head over here before they close and get everything that we need off of, well, everything. Let's just get everything we need. We'll see in a little bit. Alright, and here we go. We have got us a new liquids tanker, a front trailer, and a rear trailer. Well, that's right, we're going to go tandem. Going to make us a little bit of a train. So all in all, I think this is going to work out really nicely, because now I'm getting an increase in my dries capacity. My dry capacity is going to be about 55,000 liters total. And then this is going to be kind of a reduction. This is only 24,000 liters capacity. So it's going to be kind of a reduction, but in the end, it's going to be better overall. I'm not going to have to fight with it as often. I'm not going to have to borrow equipment from contracts anymore. I'm just going to be able to do the job kind of thing. So like I said before, I'm going to go ahead and hook up to the liquids first, and I'm going to go and sell off as much methane as I can. I don't have a ton. Oops. Let's disconnect. There we go. I don't have a ton of methane, but I can at least get a little something to help kind of set off the balance that I just incurred there. So I can at least get myself roughly to where I was before. So I will go ahead and do that, and as soon as I'm done, I will bring us back in. We'll see in a little while. I've got my last little bit of methane right here. It was just under 50,000 liters in total. And you can see we are right back where we were before, actually a little bit more than what we had previously. And now we're going to run back over to the shop and we're going to connect all of our trailers, because I think I might be able to actually haul everything all in one trip rather than make separate trips. So let's go ahead and head back over here just real quick. It's right here down the street. Here we go. Now let's do something like this. Let's pull this tractor around. Now my thought is if I do something like this, like that, and I think I can actually hook up to this using the front weight. Like this. Okay. That's good. Actually, cut it the other way. Yes, okay. Now, that one disconnect. Now I should be able to hook up to this one. So this is going to be my lead trailer. The one with a solid rear axle. This one is going to be a lot easier to kind of back up and always connect to things when I need it to. Oh, I say that and completely whiff on that one. Let's try that again. There we go. And look at this. We got us a train going. And my tractor here should be able to very easily handle it. Should not have any issues with it whatsoever. So let's go ahead and go back to the farm and get all our new equipment tucked away. Like I said, it's one of those, I'm really disappointed with the trailer, it not working out the way that I wanted it to. But in the end, so for example, I was running into issues with doing the root crops for the new premium DLC. And what was happening is I would go to the sell point to try and deliver them with my trailer, the one I had before this, and it just wouldn't recognize the trigger. It wouldn't recognize that there was a actual sell point right there. So I would have to borrow the equipment, and while borrowing the equipment, I would use my root crop harvester, because that's the harvester I want to be able to use. But then I'd have to borrow the equipment just for the trailers, that it would supply with the contract. So I was spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to just lease trailers kind of thing. And I guess in hindsight, I could have just leased a trailer, but it's just one of those, I might as well just get the equipment that's going to work and is going to work properly, rather than trying to compensate for something that isn't going to work. But we are almost here at the farm. We're gonna have to find a place for these trailers. I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna put them as of right this second. I wonder, I don't think I can put tandems on the liquids, which is fine. It's not a huge deal. Okay, so we're gonna put, I think, like right here, be a good spot for parking. Alright, so let's go ahead and disconnect the liquids. Now, I was driving past earlier and I saw that my supplies for my cow feeder is running low. I don't have a lot of hay and I don't have a lot of silage in here. I got a little bit of each. But now that I have two trailers, why don't I fill one trailer up with hay, one with silage? I will put one in one to the other, and then switch them on a second run. And I figure 2 runs will be more than enough for this particular. Let's go this way, and then this is the nice thing about having these kind of trains. Specifically this setup right here is that getting around the yard is going to be so much easier. Let's see. Alright, hay. We got tons of hay. This whole facility is almost full on hay. I'm getting to a point where I almost can't make more hay. Let's see. And silage, that's doing rather well too. We've got silage additive being made. We've got methane being made. Like we're doing really, really good. Okay, 30,000 liters in this front. And I think it's 25,000 liters in the rear. So let's go ahead and top this off. Okay. Now see, this is a good test too, because we'll be able to see, tractor's not struggling whatsoever. It's able to take right off and get up to speed. So that I'm very happy with. That was something that we were really struggling with the other trailer too. Even though we're pulling the same amount of material as the other trailer would have gotten, but for some reason it just wasn't liking that trailer. Just so there was a lot of things I had to kind of compensate and do things for to get it to work for me, and just really wasn't worth it in the end, especially considering all the things we're missing out on. Okay, so well, we should bring over some more mineral feed here too, but that's might be for a later date. Dump that out. Perfect. Come around here. Flip a U-turn. And just like that. Now, let's get one more trailer of each. The front one will be for silage, the rear will be for hay this time, and that way we kind of get an even amount going to the facility and not have to worry about making one mixture more than another. There we go. Perfect. So I'm going to put silage here. So this will give us 55,000 liters of each product going into the facility rather than 60 of one and 50 of another. There we go. We're almost there. Perfect. Now, pull up. And there we go. So now, once this is full, we'll go ahead and load it in, and then we will just kind of drop these off and park it somewhere, because we do have a relatively tight yard and not a lot of good places to store this, specifically because we have the swivel axles. That makes it a little bit more difficult, but we'll figure it out. I think right here in front of this little garage here, I think that'll work just fine. Let's see, something like this. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna fill up pretty quick. You can see we already have, what is that, 330,000 liters of food. So it's not like we need a whole ton of feed or anything to be made at this point in time. It's just we're making sure that we're not letting this fall behind. Dump that out. Perfect. All right. Now that that's all taken care of, let's go ahead and spin back around, get these parked. And then I think I'm going to call it today and go ahead and sleep through the rest of the day and come back in another time. Let's see. can I... Let's see. No, I wonder if I bring this actually kind of over here and tuck it right. Yeah, this will be a much better spot. There we go, something like that. That still leaves a good lane for me to make my way through. And then what I need to do is drop this off, this weight. Something like that. So I borrowed it from the little Valtra. And now, just like so, we'll hop in here, fire this up real fast. Excellent. And there we go. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and head back to the house and, like I said, call it a day, hang out with the family for a little while, and I will bring us back in probably tomorrow. We'll see you in a little while. All right, here we are. It is now September. Good morning, good morning. It is just before 8 a.m. and we have got some contracts. We got a couple of cultivating and a fertilizing contract. And unfortunately, because we don't have the equipment to do that anymore, we had to borrow the equipment. We do have more sheep than we've had before. We had some births. We now have double the amount that we started out with, and that means that we have double the amount of product that's being produced every single month. So that's awesome. We went from about 1.5 to now 3 full pallets full of wool. That's awesome. We've got a whole bunch of eggs that are getting produced every month. As you can see, got 2 full pallets here and a half pallet. I've already got a couple of pallets squirreled away in here. Got tons of manure and slurry and milk being produced. You can see just over here, we've got, what do we got here? Almost 20,000 liters of manure. We also have, where is it? Slurry, 23,000 liters of slurry and 26,000 liters of milk. We are just producing like mad, and I absolutely am on board with it. We need to have some more mineral feed though, and one thing that I was thinking of is we should be able to make it here at the chemistry set right here. We should be able to do that. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the recipes. Mineral feed right there. Oh, that's a big recipe. So you got we got wheat, canola, corn, cut sugar beets, water, and lime. So that's what, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 40. Okay, so yeah, that all equates out. But we need a lot of different products to make mineral feed. It might just be worth buying it. I mean, to be brutally honest, we are making quite a bit of silage additive. That's something that we could potentially sell if we can find a buyer for it going forward. I mean, that's just a lot that we're producing there, and don't need it all, really. All right, well, let's go ahead and head over to the shop there and get to work, because we got stuff to do. We'll see you over there. All right, so here is our first set of equipment. I believe the contract, let's see, 61, 114, and then 88 for fertilizer. So let's go ahead and head over there. Bring us back in as soon as we make it. See you in a little while. All right, so we're quickly approaching the field here. It should be the first one to my right. Just got to find the entrance to it. So it's right here. Well, it looks like I need to cut through the farm over here, and then we'll be right where we need to be. Whoa, easy. Oh, here we go. Okay. There we go. Now we're talking. Let's pull out over here. All right, let's get to work. All right, I'm all done with the first contract there, cultivating up in the north, and now we have another cultivating in the south. So let's go ahead and hook up to the cultivator first. Let's see, go ahead and grab the weight. There we go. And now, I'm going to head on down to the southern field and get to work on that contract. We'll meet you over there. Alright, so the field that we're working on here is directly to my left. Just need to find the entrance. I think it's right around the corner here. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Alright, let's get in here and get to work. Alright, all done with the second cultivating contract, and now we need to hook up and get ready for the fertilizing. So we're going to fill up the tank here and then head on out to the field. Alright, there's that. Let's get this all filled up. We'll see you over there. Alright, we made it to the field. Let's go ahead and start fertilizing. Let's do this. This should be a pretty quick and painless contract right here. All right, I have finished all 3 contracts. I have taken all the equipment back to where they need to go, and now I am here to collect and be paid. So I will be right back. And while I'm also up here, I am going to make myself a purchase because we've got to get ready for this wintertime work. We've got a whole bunch of work to do on the property across the street from the farm, and we've got to have a way to do it. Right now, I'm not going to be able to just cut down all these trees just with a chainsaw. It would take forever and a day to do it. Don't want to have that happen. So I'm going to go ahead and collect on the contracts and make a purchase. I will be right back. All right, so I ended up buying a whole bunch of stuff. So you can see, got me a new flat deck trailer. This is going to work out nice. A big cargo container behind it. It's going to fit some 6-meter logs. In order to get those 6-meter logs, I've got this. This is a 3-point attachment for my tractor to where I can use it as a wood harvester, and that's going to come in big handy. And a small wood trailer. So what my plan is I'm going to make 6-meter long cuts. With those 6-meter long cuts, there's inevitably going to be some offcuts. Any offcuts that I get is going to go onto this flat deck trailer, and any 6-meter logs are going to go into the container. So that'll be good for transport. Yep, perfect, works out excellent, exactly what I want. So I have got to take this container, load it onto here. Once it's loaded on here, I can strap it down, good to go. Then I've got to bring my big tractor up here to grab this and this to be able to transport all the offcuts and to just do everything else in general that needs to be done. So I need to run back to the farm, grab the big tractor and the small one, and hope that it's strong enough and heavy enough to be able to, handle this container onto this trailer. So let's get over there and get to work. All right, back at the farm. I'm gonna first start out with this here and bring this up to the shop area so that way we can actually get that big container onto the trailer and out of the way. And I should be able to hook up to the trailer just from this weight here, so it should work out just fine. But I will get this and my other tractor up there at the shop, and then I'll cut us back in. See you in a little bit. Alright, so I'm up here at the shop. I've got all the equipment up here. I even hooked up to the trailer to get it in position, but this tractor is just too light, and it's just not heavy enough in the rear. It just cannot counteract all the weight from this container here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and get a slightly bigger weight. Thinking maybe 1,500, 2,000 pounds. It's going to be massive on the back of this tractor, but I have to try because this is the only set of equipment I have. Yeah, I mean, right now it's the only set of equipment I have that can lift it up. I do have a front 3-point link, or not front 3-point link, a attacher on the front of my T-Series there, so I could swap this out and maybe use the extra weight from this to try and counteract that, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and start with this first. So let's go ahead and oh, there we go. We want customize and all right, 1,500 pounds. Let's start there. Oh yeah, that's pretty chunky on the back of this little tractor, but let's see how it goes. It seems to be handling it okay for now. Let's go ahead and hook up. There we go. Just go real slow. Oh no, 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 no. Huh. Well. Yeah. Let's see. think I'm gonna have to use the big tractor there. So let's do this. Let's set that down like so. That and this. We'll just slide the little G series out of the way. Let's see. Nope, I need to leave that attached for now. Alright, hopefully I have enough weight in this tractor to be able to handle everything, so let's get a little bit straighter on this. Oh yeah, okay. So it's a little wobbly, but as long as we go just a little slow. Wait a minute. What side? Oop, I need to come around from the other side. I should turn the trailer around. Okay. There we go. Oh. Easy, easy, easy. There we go. I'll call that a win. There. And then I should be able to come up to it. Like so. Nice. I'll be able to load directly into it. Let's go ahead and close that again. Now let's drop both of these here. Put them back on the G series. Oh, wrong. There we go. So now that that's all said and done, I can hook up to this set of equipment and then get everything staged. I'm going to stage everything over at the sawmill. I went ahead and called ahead and let them know that, hey, you know, I own the property next door. Is it okay if I park, you know, somewhere in the back until it comes time for me to actually start all the work? And they're like, oh yeah, no problem. Just make sure you kind of tuck everything as far back as possible so it's not to interfere. But yeah, you go ahead and do what you got to do. So I'm going to go ahead and take all this stuff over there. I will see you in a little while. Alright, so I've got the last bit of equipment here. Just bringing the trailer and container over. There we go. Perfect. So essentially what the plan is going to be is I'm going to use my Valtra, my big T-Series right there, and I'm going to go ahead and just load into this container using this set of equipment, this tractor, the little G series, and yeah, it's just going to be just gonna have a bit of back and forth, but it should work out. And the nice thing is that the sawmill here has set up a shipping exports to where I'll be able to just bring all the containers to this location and they'll ship them out. I'll get paid. It works out very, very nicely. But at this point now, we need to go ahead and take all of our equipment back to the farm and just go from there. So we're just going to leave all the logging equipment here for right now until we need to get going on this project, because look at this. This is going to be a big project, but when it's done, it's going to be very much worth it. All this area is going to get stripped out and made into what I'm thinking probably going to be a pretty large field. Don't know what kind of product I'm going to put into it yet, but we'll figure that out once we get to that. But let's go ahead and get all the equipment back, and I'll cut us back in as soon as we're there. Alright, so I've made it back here to the farm. I'm going to go ahead and park the equipment and figure out what to do next. So there we go. Got everything all cleaned up, ready to go. So nice and clean. Love it, love it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and make a few calls, figure out what to do from here. We'll see you in a while. Okay, so one thing that I am curious about is now that we're producing the silage additive, the sawmill there, that shipping container that they're going to use as their kind of exports for all the lumber and stuff. Well, I was talking to them. They did say how they take other products, and silage additive was one of the things that they export. So I'm going to go ahead and take a load up there just to see what kind of price I can expect to see for silage additive. I personally have no idea. I know it's rather expensive to purchase. I don't know what I'm going to get for actually selling it. So we're going to take up the 24,000 liters and just take a look. So let's boogie over there once this is all full and figure it out from there. See you in a little bit. Alright, so we're pulling up here to the sell point. Let's see what we can get for this silage additive. Like I said, normally it's pretty expensive to buy, but we're going to see a good price to sell. Oh, why, yes. Yes, we are. Holy smokes. $51,000 liters. That's almost $2,000 per 1,000 liters. Wow, that's a really good price. That's a much better price than what we get for our methane. That's insane. I love it. I will take that all day, every day. Perfect. Let's go ahead and head back to the farm and, yeah, reassess what we're going to be doing from now on, because, wow, that's, that was a pretty penny. But I'll see you in a little while. Alright, got everything all parked up, ready to go. Now I'm going to be making some phone calls and figuring out where to go from here. See you in a little while. Alright, so I've made a few phone calls, and I've got one more contract I can work on. It's a cultivating contract on a field in the north, so I'm going to go ahead and work on that. But before I go run off and do that, I've got 3,000 liters of wool just sitting here, just needing to have something done with them. So I'm going to grab my little Valtra here, and I'm going to go ahead and deliver these over to the spinnery so we can just add that to the collection. So let's go ahead and grab this little one. Let's see if I can give this just a little nudge. Something like this. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Alright, I mean, not the prettiest thing in the world, but it'll work. Now we just gotta take this just down the street. It's not too far. An extra 3,000 liters. And give a good opportunity to see what all we got there at the moment, because I think we've got at least 2,000 liters of fabric. Oh, come on, little Voucher, you can do it. There we go. Yeah, I think we got at least 2,000 liters made up already. And then down here. Oh, hey, 3,000 liters. Nice. And then let's go check out... nope, I go around the wrong side. There we go. Let's see, so we've got 11,000 liters of wool in here already. That's pretty good. It's got plenty more room to take stuff in, but... that works. Alright, let's go ahead and take the little voucher back. Let's see. Right over back to the farm, right back in its parking space. And then we'll go and get to the shop, pick up the equipment, and get to work. There we go. Perfect. All right. Go ahead and get up to the shop. I'll meet you up there. All right, made it up to the shop. Let's go ahead and grab the tractor here. There we go. Alright, got everything all hooked up. Let's go ahead and head out to the field. Like I said, it's up in the north, just past the past this farm right here. I will cut us out and cut us back in as soon as we get up there. Alright, we're approaching the field. It's come up here to my right. Here it is. Let's go ahead and unfold this. Get in position. Oops. There we go. We're ripping into the dirt. Let's go ahead and make our way around and get this field looking good. We'll see you in a while. Alright, I am putting the finishing touches on this field. Should be able to call it good with one or two more passes. Let's go ahead and get the other edge. There we go. Perfect. I'm just going to finish this little strip here, and then I'm going to take all the equipment back to the shop, collect on the contract, and we'll be good to go from there. Let's get these last little bits. And here we go. We'll call this field good to go. Now we're all done. Let's head back to the shop. We can return the equipment up there, and then we'll be good. We'll see you up there. So I made it back up here to the shop. The owner of the equipment came up and picked up the tractor. I collected my fee, and we are good to go. We got a lot accomplished today. Got several contracts worked on. We got a bunch of stuff done around the farm. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased about that. But I think that'll be a good place to leave the episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. It shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.